So today I'll be solving this questions based on indices. As you've seen that in the indices we know that any number which is written in the power form, suppose if I write 2 raised to the power 2, okay, so that is basically known as indices. These numbers are called indices. Okay, now what we do generally here is we write in the form of 2 to the power 2, we can write in 4. Okay, so we have some rules. Suppose if we write 2 raised to power minus 2, you can write as 1 upon 2 raised to power 2. Okay, so there are some rules which we need to follow during the process of solving indices. First rule is that we need to go through one rule, that is a raised to the power m multiply by a raised to power n. Okay, so this will become, the base is same, so power will be added, so a raised to power m plus n, right? In question number so rule number second, we have that if a raised to power m upon a raised to power n, what we generally do, we used to do a raised to power m, and when this a raised to power n will go to the numerator, it will become minus n. Okay, so this is the second rule which we need to apply here. Okay, then what we do generally, there is one rule again which you need to go through. Okay, so the third rule is, if we go if we write a raised to power 0, this will be 1. Okay, so anything to the power 0 is 1. Another rule, if I write a raised to power minus m, okay, you can write as a raised to power 1 upon a raised to power m. Done. So this is how we need to just go through the rules first, then we can generally solve the indices. Okay, so what I need to tell you is that this all rules will work together. Okay, suppose if I write 3 raised to power 4 multiply with 3 raised to power 9. Okay, so you can add the powers, so 4 plus 9. Okay, so what will be the answer? You can write in the chat box. Okay, although I will not be able to see your chat box, but yes, because I am displaying my screen, so that is the problem. So what will be the answer? I can just see in the chat box. Okay, yeah, students are, anybody who can answer this? No one? 3 raised to power 3 raised to power 13. Very good, Abhay. So you are right. Now what we do is here, we'll again go to the screen. 3 raised to power 13. Very good. Now let's go to some important questions based on this. I will just explain this one also. So if we write 5 raised to power minus 10 upon 5 raised to power 6, okay, what happens is 5 raised to power minus 10, and this will go to the numerator, so this will again become minus 6, so this will become 5 raised to power minus 16. Okay, so power will be added. So this is how we'll able to solve the indices. Now let's go to some important questions here. It is written here, simplify the following. Okay, in this you can see that, I hope you are able to see, I can just zoom the window. Yeah, so if you can see this, 2 raised to power 2 multiply by 2 raised to power 4 divided by 2 raised to power 3. Okay, so what you can do is, you can see that 2 raised to power 2 and this base is same, so this 2 power will be added, so 2 plus 4 divided by 2 raised to power 3. Okay, so this will become 2 raised to power 6 upon 2 raised to power 3. Okay, when this go to the numerator, this will become negative, so 2 raised to power 6 minus 3, so final answer will become 2 raised to power 3. Okay, so if they ask you to write the answer, sometime what they do is they ask you to write the answer in integer. Okay, so what you can do is 2 raised to power 3 is, you can write 8. Done. So this is another question which you can see here. In this type of questions, we have 3 raised to power 4 multiply by 3 raised to power 2 upon 3 raised to power 5. Okay, so generally what happens is, if we write 3 raised to power, base is same, so power will be added, so 4 plus 2, okay, and this will become 3 raised to power 5. Now 4 plus 2 will become 6. So 3 raised to power 6 upon 3 raised to power 5. Now you can send it to the numerator. Okay, so when you send it to the numerator, rule number second will apply here. Okay, which I showed you here. Rule number second. This rule will be applied here. The term, whenever the denominator will go to the numerator, this will become negative. Okay, so what happens here is, again, so if it is 3 raised to power 6 and upon divided by 3 raised to power 5, so it will be 6 minus 5. So this will be 3 raised to power 1. This is how we generally solve the indices. Now I will take some difficult question here. Suppose this is the question. I will solve the second E part. Okay, E part I will solve. So here 4 raised to power 4 multiplied by 2 raised to power 5 multiplied by 4 raised to power 2 divided by 4 raised to power 2 into 2 raised to power 3. Now what you need to do is here, first you need to convert all this in the power of 2. Okay, so you know that I can write this 4 raised to power 4 like 2 raised to power 2 and the whole power 4, right? So what I can do is I can write it as 2 raised to power 2 then whole power 4. I'm talking about this one. I wrote this as 2 raised to power 2 to the power 4. Multiply with 2 raised to power 5. Then again multiply with 4 raised to power. Now see, 4 raised to power again will change it. So we'll write 2 raised to power 2. Okay. And to the whole power, we'll again write 2. Done. So we need to change 2 into another 2 into form of 4. We need to change 4 in the form of 2. Okay. So 2 raised to power 2, again whole power is 2. Then multiply with 2 raised to power 3. I know this is somewhat difficult for you all, but still you can solve it. It is kind of, if you know the logic, you can do it easily. So 2 raised to power 2 multiplied by 4. So this 2 will be multiplied together. 4 into 2, 8. So this will become 2 raised to power 8. Multiply with, this is 2 raised to power 5. You can write 5. And this 2 2s are 4. So this is multiply with 2 raised to power 4. Then divided by, okay, I will just lower the screen. Okay, I will be using this space. So 2 raised to power 2 to the power 2. So this 2 will be multiplied together. So 2 raised to power 4, right? Now 2 raised to power 3. Now you know that base is same, power will be added. So 2 will be written as it is. Now 8 plus 5 plus 4 divided by 2 raised to power 4 plus 3. Okay. Now what you can do is you can add these numbers. Okay. When you add these numbers, this numerator will become 2 raised to power 5 plus 4, 9, 9 and 8, 9 plus 8, 17. So 2 raised to power 17 divided by 2 raised to power 7. Done. Now what you can do is you can send this, now again the rule number second, you can send this to the numerator. So 2 raised to power 17 minus 7, this will become 2 raised to power 10. Okay. So I hope you understand this logic. This is very important for the coming exams. Okay, for the CBSE, or we can say for the Cambridge IB board, all the exam, this topic is very famous. So rest of the question you can try, and I will go to the another type of questions which generally comes in the indices. So this is the topic which we generally see. Now here 5 raised to power 2 and nothing is there, that means it is 1. Okay, so this will be multiplied with 5, then 2 into 1 is 2. So this will be 5 to the power 2 is what we can write, 25, right? So this is simple one. Now here if you see this, now let's do the B part. So it is 4 into 3. So this 2 will be multiplied together. So 4 to the power 4th is a 12. So this is your indices. Okay. Now let's do the C part. 5 into 2, 10. So 10 is to power 10. Done. So this is just a simple one which generally comes in the exam sometimes. So 5 into 3, 15. And then this is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. Then 8 times 3, 8, 3 2s are 6. So 8 to the power 6. These are just a simple questions. Now the another type of question we generally ask is, they generally ask you in the exams is this one. Okay, they ask you that find the value of these numbers. Okay, so now you can see that any number to the power 0 is 1. So 2 raised to power 3 into 1. So this will become 8, right? So this is the answer. Now here you need to evaluate, you need to find the answers. Now you can see that 5 raised to power 2. So 5 raised to power 2 is 25. Okay, now divided by any number to the 0 is 1. So 25 upon 1. So final answer is 25, right? Here if you see that base is same, power will be added. So 5 raised to power 2, then minus 2, because this has a negative sign. So this will become 5 raised to power 0. Any number to the power 0 is 1. So this is the answer. So this is the same kind. This will also become 1 because 3 and minus 3, they are in opposite sign. So 6 raised to power 3 minus 3, this will become 6 raised to power 0. This will become 1. Okay, this is simple. Now, if you see the another type of question here, just 2-3 questions more. I will not take much time. I will just take 15-20 minutes. So now 4 to the power 0 into 2. So now 2 into 0. 0 into 2 is 0. So 4 raised to power 0. 4 raised to power 0 is 1. Very simple. So I hope you are understanding this concept. This is generally very important in the exams. I hope you are able to get the idea like how to solve the indices. So it will be helpful in your exams. Now this is again 4 to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1, and 2 raised to power 2. So anything to the power 0 is 1. So this will 1, and 2 raised to power 2. This will become 4. Okay. So this is 1 by 4 is the answer, right? Now this one, I told you that this is one of the rule of the indices. If there is a power is negative, you can write 1 upon 4. Okay, so answer is this only. Now this can be written as 1 upon 3 raised to power 2, which can be further solved to 3 raised to power 9, because 3 raised to power 2 is 9. Okay, so I hope you understand the idea. Now we see the another type of question, final one, and then we'll end the class today. Okay, so here this is the question which is given as find the value of. Okay, so this is the question 36, and this is multiplied by 6 raised to power minus 3. Okay, you can write it as 36. How can you write 36? You can write 36 as 6 to the power 2. So you can reframe this question as 6 to the power 2 multiplied by 6 to the power minus 3. So this will become 6 raised to power 2 minus 3, because base is same, power will be added. So this will become 6 raised to power minus 1. So finally you can write it as 1 upon 6, because this will change according to this. Okay, this was very simple question. I hope you understand this. Now this one, 100 you can write it as 10 raised to power 2 multiply by 10 raised to power minus 1. Okay, so base is same, power again will be added. So 10, 2 minus 1. So this will become 10 raised to power 1. Clear? So this is how you need to solve this type of questions. Now last few questions are remaining. Every day children, I will be coming, I will try to come live, and I will be taking 15-20 minutes of classes, so that you can understand simple concept of mathematics, which will definitely help you in the exams or in your life. Okay, so let's see. Now come to the question number C part, sorry. So now here it is written that 3 upon 2 raised to power 2. 2 raised to power minus 2. So this 2 raised to power minus 2 will go to the numerator. So 3 multiplied by 2 raised to power 2. So what it has become now, 2 raised to power 2 is 4. 3 multiplied by 4, you will get 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so this is how you need to solve this type of questions. Okay, now this one again, you can write it as 4. You can write 4 as 2 power 2 upon 2 raised to power minus 3. This 2 will be shifted to the numerator. So 2 raised to power 2 multiplied by 2 raised to power 3. So finally it will become 2 raised to power 3 plus 2. This will become 3 raised to power 5. Now if you want to write the answer in 3 raised to power 2 raised to power 5, you can write 2 times 5 times of 2. So 2 times 2, 4, then 8, 16, 32. So final answer will be 32. Okay, so this is how you need to solve the questions. Okay, so I hope you understand the questions. Now the remaining questions you can take the screenshot and you can do as a homework. So I solved many of the questions today. So let's solve. Yeah, this part, remaining part are your homework. You can take the screenshot. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the live class, and I will definitely try to make some interesting topic for you. so that you can enjoy the live classes. Okay, so this is my first live class. I started this today only, so I hope you like the topic. Okay, I'll be taking some interesting topic in the further classes. Okay, thank you. Keep watching. Please subscribe and share with your friends.